Sometimes the most powerful stories are born not from big events, but from quiet encounters, chance decisions, and inner struggles. This collection features films that explore feelings, choices, and life-changing moments. The stories vary in mood and genre, but they share one thing: a focus on the individual and their journey. Hallam Foe, 2007. This film tells the story of a withdrawn teenager named Hallam who's grieving the death of his mother. One day, he runs away from home and finds himself in the big city, where he begins to observe the lives of strangers. His attention is drawn to a woman who bears a striking resemblance to his mother. Gradually, his curiosity develops into a desire to understand his past and his own feelings. The film carefully depicts the journey of growing up, loneliness, and the attempt to find answers to painful questions that have long remained unspoken.
And he's a virgin.
Under the Tuscan Sun, 2003. After a painful divorce, writer Frances decides to radically change her life and embarks on a trip to Italy. There, she spontaneously buys an old house in Tuscany, unaware of how profoundly this decision will change her destiny. Renovations, new acquaintances, and unexpected friendships help her see herself and the world around her in a new way. This film is a warm story about how change, beginning with chaos, can lead to inner peace and renewed happiness. Two Nights Till Morning, 2015. During an airstrike in a strange city, two strangers meet by chance. They have no plans and almost no time, but one night and the following day become unexpectedly important for them. Conversations, walks, and simple moments bring them closer than they expected. The film focuses not on events, but on the feelings that arise between people when life stops for a moment and offers a chance to be genuine. Personal Effects, 2009. A young woman struggles to cope with the loss of a loved one and attends a support group, where she meets a man who is experiencing similar pain. They are united not only by grief, but also by a desire to move on. Gradually, trust develops between them, and then a deeper connection develops. The film delicately explores the experience of loss, the slow return to life, and how the support of another person can help one feel grounded again.
I think you'll be good at it. Help you work off some.
Hottie, 2011. The story tells of a strong and independent woman who navigated a challenging path in the world of show business. The film explores not only her career, but also her personal life, full of contradictions, difficult decisions, and emotional trials. This is not just a biographical drama, but an attempt to reveal the character of a person who is unafraid to break the rules and pay the price.
I can't keep having sex above his head.
Very good sex.
Very good sex.
Exceptionally good.
Outside In, 2017. After years in prison, a man is released and confronts a world that has long since moved on. Finding a job, regaining people's trust, and believing in himself proves much more difficult than he expected. The only person who truly supports him is a former school teacher who never abandoned him during his difficult times. Their relationship provokes mixed reactions from those around them, but for the characters themselves, this bond becomes an important point of support. The film subtly explores themes of second chances, social stigma, and moral boundaries.
Come home every day to somebody that I love and be good to.
Helene 2020. This atmospheric drama tells the story of a young artist at the beginning of the 20th century, when it was difficult for women to establish themselves in the art world. The protagonist searches for her own style, confronting doubts, loneliness, and societal pressure. Her journey is not only a creative quest, but also an attempt to understand herself, her feelings, and her desires. The film conveys the inner world of a person who speaks to the world through her paintings and shows how art can be the only way to be heard. The Lucky One, 2012. While serving far from home, a soldier finds a photograph of an unknown woman and begins to see it as a sign of hope. Returning to civilian life, he decides to track down this woman, who doesn't even know he exists. Their acquaintance begins cautiously, without grandiose promises, but gradually trust develops between them. However, each of their pasts doesn't let go so easily. This film is a quiet story about fate, chance encounters, and how faith in something bright helps move forward.
Well, that's as clean as it'll ever be.
The average U.S. mail carrier walks 9.6 miles a day.
Dear Sidewalk, 2013. A small film focusing on the everyday lives of ordinary people in a big city. Their lives intersect briefly, but even brief conversations prove meaningful. Each character carries their own burden, doubts, regrets, hopes for a better future. Through simple scenes and sincere dialogue, the film demonstrates the importance of being seen and heard. This is a story about the human connection that can arise in the most unexpected places.
Snap you like a twig.
The Trial Begins, 2007. This film centers on a trial that, from the outset, seems like a mere formality. However, as events unfold, it becomes clear that behind the dry protocols and strict framework of the law, there are real people with their own fears, doubts, and personal motives. Each hearing gradually reveals new details, forcing the participants to reconsider their beliefs and attitudes toward the proceedings. The film carefully depicts not only the trial itself, but also how the pressure of responsibility affects everyone involved. The decisions that must be made extend far beyond the courtroom and impact the characters' personal lives. There are no clear-cut rights or wrongs here, only complex circumstances and the need to make choices. The Trial Begins is a restrained, dramatic story about morality, justice, and the cost of decisions. The film maintains tension not through dramatic twists, but through psychological depth and a sense that the truth is not always simple and obvious. These films remind us that important changes often begin unnoticed, with a conversation, a memory, or a single bold step. If you enjoy calm, atmospheric stories that reflect real life, this collection is sure to leave a lasting impression. Thanks for watching, and see you in future videos.